due to climate change. It's gonna feel like it feels like I'm kind of getting like the dinosaurs. I mean, it's weird, guys, but I'm hearing like a lot of birds, a lot of birds. Like I feel like birds are gonna be flying really, really low, and I think it has a lot to do with the 5G. Okay, with the technology so high, you're gonna start seeing birds fly really, really low because their brains cannot maintain the what do you call it? I don't want to say radiation, but the radioactive waves or whatever. It's gonna be bothering with the birds. So birds are gonna be attacking people, and it's gonna be weird. You're gonna start hearing people talk about that. I'm getting pizza. Hi. But I feel like this man was up to. I get something about two women, right? I get this Queen of Pentacles woman, and I get this air sign woman. Okay. But I get both of these women trapped in fear. I believe he murdered two women. I don't know if they're talking about this or anything, but there's something about two other women that got murdered. They were both trapped in fear, these other two women, right? And it has something to do with money. I feel like Gabby's seen it and it scared her. When it scared her, she was thinking, wow, this is the man that I'm going to be with. And he's a murderer, he's a killer. When she voiced it out and she tried to reach for her phone, he took her phone from her. And I feel like he slapped her, he hit her to tell her to be quiet. So when the cops arrived, he was prepared. He was already prepared. Gabby was scared in fear while he basically played the role, because this is something that he's used to doing, you guys. This is something that he's used to doing. He already knew what to do. The cops didn't really look into it, which is their fault. I feel like these people, these cops, they're going to be questioned.
That the public will help by sharing any dash cam video or any footage that they may have who were visiting the area between the 11th of August through the 15th of August. But as far as updates go, it's amazing that we've learned since all this that Kylan and Crystal actually observed Gabby and Brian Laundrie in their fight in front of the Moonflower Co-op that day, that August 12th, when they were in Moab.
Wow. But let me ask you this, because some people have very quickly tried to dismiss any connection between the two cases, and I don't think anything should be dismissed until you've solved the case. But we know that Brian Laundrie apparently took his life with a gun. Has there been any comparison of the ballistics of the gun used by Brian Laundrie to take his own life and the gun that was used to take the lives of Kylan and Crystal?
We sure hope so. Nothing like that has been shared with us or the family, so we don't know, but clearly you're right. Brian Laundrie took his life with most likely a handgun. We'd like to know the caliber of that as well. We do know, and it's been publicly shared, that Kylan and Crystal were murdered with a 9mm handgun. So if there's any similarities in the type of gun used, that could either rule him in or rule him out as a possible suspect here. We'd like to know that, because we'd like to move forward if Brian Andre is not responsible for this double murder.
For some reason, I've seen the beach. I don't know why I'm seeing the beach, but I just seen the sunset at the beach. I don't know what that's about. So let's get into it.
We called him Z Chillin'. He was always smiling. I wanted to make sure that, you know, I had allowed the sun to rise and, you know, kind of hold my son. And in the happened the last, holding my son for the last time. But it was a beautiful setting and even spend that whole day. It was interesting because even as I was holding I was still preparing my day as it normally went to come back and, you know, come here and still, I didn't know what it was going to be, but even by the time I got in the car and was headed to the airport, I had to turn around. And I turned around and not only did we get to see the sunrise, but we got to see the sunset too. And I didn't know how I was gonna handle today. I didn't know how, but I just really wanted, you know, I wanted to grieve with my family. You know what I mean? There's no people who love you.
I'm saying 3 days, 3 weeks. 3 days, 3 weeks. The album will come out. It may come out in September, but I get 3 days and 3 weeks. That's what I'm gonna say. 3 days and 3 weeks. And I keep getting number 2, so maybe 2 weeks. 2 days or 2 weeks, but I'm 2 days or 3 weeks. You know what I said in the first place. Okay. Things to be stable. And he wants his family to be okay with everything. So he might have to take some tracks out and put it on another secret album that he wants to leak out. But he's just focusing on trying to make the album tasteful, so it won't be too harsh when it comes to Kim. But I see what's in front of him. This King of Cups is Drake. It's because of Drake's album. He's waiting to see what Drake is gonna do. Once he figure out what Drake is gonna do, then he's gonna put it out. He's just waiting for Drake. Because I get them, you know, as you can see, the cards are looking at each other, right? They're looking at each other. This is Kanye waiting for Drake to put his out first. He's waiting for Drake to drop his album first, y'all. Once he drops his album, then you will know. Then you will know. Then you will know. But see, Drake is silenced right now. Ain't nobody hearing nothing about Drake, right? So we're waiting for Drake. Let's see if I can get any more information about this. Okay?
More and more, you know, you lean into your ego. You know, I wrote this song that for Donda that, you know, we're gonna bring out on the bonus album that's saying on the deluxe. But it said, if I let go, let God and let go. I gotta let it go. I gotta let's go. And then it's always got this line that makes you think about Miami. It says, fly into the Mondrian. Actually, it had the next line, but I like the opening line.